One of my friends, fellow gaming and bloggers and interesting people, RPG brigaders, so on and so forth. This is day 12. Day 12 of this 30-day, actually 31 day in this month's challenge. And it says, what is the wildest character concept? You know, I struggled with this one because as a GM, created a lot of NPCs over the years. As a player, I've played quite a bit of different characters, but I don't think I've had any one or two characters that really leaped out at me. I've made some points where we talk about character concepts. Some of the most, to me, interesting ones are the ones that are the unconventional. Well, these are where we've taken certain types of character classes or subclasses and tweaked them a little bit and entered them with a character race that does not normally play that kind of class and try to give a combination thereof. And I can't honestly say with any one specific thing that leaps to mind. And while that is, you know, kind of a cop-out in a way, I mean, it is what it is. I can't remember everything, and I'll be the first person to admit it. I thought about this quite a bit the last 2 days, trying to come up with something and resisting the urge to just concoct something to say, you know, yeah, or here's something, because it is what it is, and you know, what can you do? But so, as something's a little different than that, I thought, you know what, hey, we'll give you a little bit more, because I was talking on, unrelated to this, was my rig for doing down views. I just recently, just finished doing 3 videos for my YouTube channel. I've got one, I went back and redid another module for Middle Earth and I did 2 more for Twilight 2000. So I still have my gizmo set up here, and so we get a little better view of it from up here, if I can. And get it around here. So you can see where I've got my camera set up and it's taped, a little bit taped to keep it from moving around, because this thing's not as stable as I like, because it is temporary. So you can see it, this is why you get some wobble. And there's the selfie stick coming down, attached to a C-clamp here and a lot of duct tape. I'm telling you, this is some gnarly stuff. And of course, to make it so the sound's, you know, improved, I got me a little cheapo set of earbuds that came with a microphone attached to it. I didn't realize it until I got the first set of these things exactly what that was. And then, of course, where it's all rigged in to my laptop. And as I said, this here is a Logitech that was purchased at Walmart. The selfie stick was purchased at Walmart. You know, think about it, the entire rig was purchased from Walmart. The only, the laptop too, right? So, the base idea there was to give us this downshot view so we could sit here and show you the stuff I'm babbling about, as opposed to just talking about it, right? And which I did for a better part of 100 videos, especially with all the Myrps. There's like 50 odd modules and source books and stuff for Middle Earth, and that's quite a lot. And like I said, over time I'm going to try to rework my way through those and revisit them, so we can have you can visually see when I'm blabbering about what I'm reading. There's probably more interest. The downside is those videos tend to run longer, and it takes longer to upload for me, but I think in the long run it's probably a better style and system. Just my opinion. So, back to that wildest character concept. You know, when I think about it, if I go to Stellar Frontiers, my own would-be game system baby, my friend Shannon created an entire race of aviaries, these 100 different kind of human avian crossbred genetic what have you, and then within them are some quite colorful, interesting characters, quite different, but I didn't create them, he did, and I gave a lot of flesh and life to them, I'll grant you that, but we fed off each other, and some of them I bet, you know, it's like gaming in general is a collaborative effort. It's something sometimes as GMs we can have a tendency to forget. You know, it's not always a good thing to get that thing using my duct tape to hold my phone up. It's a collaborative effort. You know, we can do a lot of work and effort to establish the game, create the stuff, provide the material that they're going to adventure through, to fill in all the missing pieces as best we can, to take over and interact with as NPCs and encounters and what have you. And without those characters, without the players doing their 2 cents worth and being invested and involved, the game starts to lose its luster. And so when we talk about wildest characters and stuff, in truth, if you spend the majority of your time as the game master, you're more likely to see your characters or your players come up with those quite interesting and crazy concepts, not yourself. Not saying we don't have it, but it is what it is. So there's my answer to day 12, such as it is. Moving on.